Good evening. It's me and Grandma. It is Thursday, about 7:30, and I am in the town of Gjirokaster, which is south of Berat, more along the coast. And this is a town of about 23,000 people or so. I'm currently in the Old Town, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they call it the Stone City because the buildings and the roofs are made of stone. And this is the bazaar area. Quite charming. So I didn't mention this the other day. I hired a tour guide that I found on TripAdvisor named Ari, and he and his wife, his lovely wife, Valentina, they brought me from Tirana to Barati on Tuesday, and then they brought me from Barati to, brought me here today, and I have 2 more tours set up with them. So it's great. It's like door to door, but we do some stuff along the way. So today we made a stop at a monastery. We also made a stop in the city of Vlora, which reminded me a lot of Miami with its beaches, and they are just lovely. And I'm so glad I found them, and they are assisting me with this part of the trip. So Gjirokaster is charming in a different way than Berat. I find both are charming, but there's something like magical already I feel about this city. The drive here was just unbelievable. I'm going to show you some clips of that. Oh my gosh. Sing? Like professionally or like in a band? It was, some of those moments where I'm just like, wow, holy crap. I just had my camera out on my selfie stick the whole time, and Ari would tell me, okay, get your camera out, because he's done this drive like a million times. We had a late lunch here in Gjirokaster. Keep saying Gjirokaster. And I'll let Ari explain what we ate.
This is corn pie made with herbs, natural one, not cultivated. And this is the cheese pie. It is also one of the best, with spinach and a little bit onion. Burek. They are all burek.
They're all burek.
Burek.
Okay.
So there are different types of burek.
And
this is the chifshi, or the rice ball, the fried rice ball. Well, this one here is burek with meat.
Yum. Yeah, so that was all amazing and delicious. And then we walked around the bazaar. My accommodations here are amazing. It's Mardona and his wife. They couldn't be more friendly or more hospitable, and that's just kind of been the way it's been everywhere, especially at all of the places that I've stayed. Ari told me today that, Albanians will give you all they have. He's like, we will give you everything we have until you try to take advantage of us or aren't good to us or are trying to manipulate us. Then it's done. We're done. But until then, we give you everything. And I can see that. I can see that everywhere here. I also noticed, not as much in Tirana because that's a university city, but I noticed in Barati there were a lot of older men walking around, men in general, but older men, 60s, 70s, even 80s, and most of them wear like a nice jacket, like a suit jacket, and like nice trousers or maybe corduroy. They're not wearing blue jeans. They're kind of dressed up. And I said, I didn't see any like couples. I didn't see a lot of older women walking around, but a lot of older men in like groups of 2 or 3. And Ari said that's kind of an old school thought, in that when men went out back in the day, they went out. And women, as housewives, stayed home. And he's like, that's not really a thing anymore, but with the older generation, that's still a tradition. So I found that very interesting. We also stopped at a car wash today. Ari paid to get his car rinsed, not washed. They don't have any automatic car washes in Albania. I've seen a few of these around as we've been driving. Relatively quiet. Again, this is the off season, so I imagine during the summer months or even early fall, it's a lot busier, and that's okay with me. I like the quiet. Natanamir and Mir Pafshim.